guys, for today's video is we will going to make a PDA or potato dextrose agar but in a DIY process. Our ingredients and equipments: bandage, foil, glass of jar, potato, gulaman, sugar, and distilled water. But first, we will need to wear our personal protective equipment or PPE like mask, gloves, and also our laboratory gown. Let us open our stove and set the fire into medium heat. Make sure that you peel your potato and cut it into cubes. Pour approximately 350 ml of distilled water. Put the potato. Let's boil it for 30 minutes until softened. After 30 minutes of boiling the potato, let's now transfer the liquid into the glass of jar and using the bandage as a strainer. Be careful in pouring the liquid into the glass and make sure to use a pot holder. For this process, we will need to put the sugar into the glass of jar. We will need a 1 tablespoon of sugar. Also for the gulaman, we will also need a 1 tablespoon of gulaman as our dextrose. And mix it well. Now, we will going to cover the glass of jar using the foil because in the next process, we will going to put the jar in the steamer. For this process again, we need to put a distilled water and put the jar in the steamer and cover it and wait for 2 hours. So guys, after 2 hours of steaming, we will now get our mixture and remove it from the steamer. Make sure to use a pot holder. And for the next process, we will going to use a candle or lamp. Upon holding the jar, again use a pot holder. We need to place the mouth of the jar on the fire. And gently pour on your container as our petri dish. And cover the container. Let us now proceed to the next process, but first, let us sanitize first our hands. Another ingredient is the yeast. We will be needing a 1 teaspoon of yeast and put a distilled water again and make sure to mix it well. Let us now proceed on the streaking plates. We will be using a loop and a lamp again, guys. First, heat the loop and dip into the yeast and use the pattern I show you. After doing this process is we need to wait for 3 to 5 days to see the results. After 3 to 5 days, this is now the result of our laboratory experiment.